HFEE is what's known as a nonprofit corporation that is set up separately from the school district to try to raise funds through donations that we can then direct towards projects within the school.
If I had to summarize it in my own words, it's really to enrich the whole educational experience for students here in Holmdel.
I think they want to encourage students to develop a cultural awareness as well as excel in academics.
I think that we're constantly challenging ourselves to come up with more innovative, more different approaches to not only raise the money, but how to allocate the funds.
HFEE basically inspires people to do things that they want to do and they really have a passion for.
We started a mini grant program, and the mini grants were to go to various teachers in the various schools who had projects that they wanted to get funded that they couldn't get funded.
The mini grant process, basically you come up with an idea that you want to see incorporated into your classroom, or in this case the library, and then you do a lot of research on it and you write it up and you hope and pray basically that the foundation is going to grant it for you.
All of the things that really make learning come alive for students, that sometimes takes some special funding, and that's what the HFEE allows us to do.
Our project was to put weather stations into the 8th grade science classrooms to help improve the weather curriculum and the science curriculum overall.
I wanted to get the proper resources and funding to do a research project on the microbial resistance of fabrics. Without HFEE's funding, I couldn't do any of this project.
This was like a $2,000 grant that I got, and our club would not have had enough money to do this without the HFEE.
We got a nonfiction lending library, and it actually is on a cart. Tons of great nonfiction books, and what was nice about that is that it can be rolled from classroom to classroom, and everyone can use it, the whole school.
This is an extraordinary program. I think it demonstrates how this community supports the school system.
We decided that we wanted to get some bins down at the track because often at track meets there wasn't enough recycling going on, there were always plastic bottles. I think that this really benefits the school because it makes students more aware of recycling around the school and that there are locations for them to recycle their plastic bottles and recycle these wrappers too.
This year we're donating $30,000 to modernize and renovate the culinary arts room in the high school.
This project has been in process for a number of years. We've been looking to redo the room. The room was built when the school first opened, and it's just in a sense of disarray. So in moving to the new kitchen, we're going to go into a stainless steel, workplace readiness, and a real working environment.
We're hoping that this culinary arts lab will really not only make that class something special because you have one of the best teachers, you have a really great chef who runs that, but you'll also have the best facilities in the state.
The students are really learning through hands-on learning. The excitement we see in students' eyes, the amount of effort that they put in is unparalleled to anywhere else in the school.
With all of this new equipment, it enhances our plays, it allows our students to get experience on new equipment, and it allows them to take that experience and move it on with them as they go to college.
The new lights, they are also going to improve our special effects on stage, whereas we would normally have to have one light dedicated for a certain color in a certain spot. We can change them on the fly, which really expands our capabilities.
Almost every student, or nearly every student, will come through this theater at one time or another.
The auditorium is used for a lot of purposes throughout the school year, so I think all the students at one time will benefit.
This year we're donating $20,000 for a new sound system at Indian Hill.
Our sound system was working, and then half the time it wouldn't work, and then this year we had our drama production and we had to bring in a standing system in order to have a sound system in our cafetorium. We're just so appreciative to HFEE for funding this for us.
I know a lot of people give money, and it's not just people that have kids in the school system. You know, there are all kinds of residents in Holmdel, and you're giving money and it's directly affecting the students.
We ask people who are committed to the schools to give a little bit financially, to give a little bit of the services from their businesses, so that we can raise funds to then direct back to the schools outside of the normal budgetary process.
You know, whether you have children here in the school, or whether maybe you no longer have children in the school, or you know, you're just a homeowner, we all benefit because of the great education that our children receive here in Holmdel.
We are very, very grateful to all the support they give.
I really just thank them from the bottom of my heart.
I can't tell you how thankful I am for the HFEE doing this for us and being supportive of us and really seeing, I guess, the vision.
It's a great opportunity that they gave me, and I think without them we wouldn't be able to improve the classrooms as we are.
Definitely like to say thank you. Certainly the library could not be the library that it is today without them. The students certainly benefit from all the new programs.
Every project that they've stood behind has been very successful.
The Holmdel Foundation for Educational Excellence.
If you plan for a decade, plant a tree. If you plan for a century, teach the children.